Weather this weekend. Now is the time to clean out your medicine cabinets. Stay inside and do that. Health and Human Services held their drug take back event this morning at the Aging and Disability Resource Center in Green Bay. The initiative aims to combat the growing concern of overdoses in our area. Brown County Health and Human Services provides folks experiencing economic hardship with resources and support. Today, attendees were able to safely dispose of unused or expired medication. Organizers also offered information on fentanyl and mental health resources, along with giving out lock boxes and drug deactivation kits.
This is something as simple as Benadryl or Tylenol, old inhalers, anything you might have laying around that just needs to get thrown out. We would like you to dispose of it in the proper, safe way instead of doing things like flushing it down the toilet or throwing it in the garbage where it could contaminate our water supply or our groundwater sources.
If you missed your chance to attend today, there will be a number of locations in Brown County like Alloy, Denmark, and Swamico on Saturday taking part in the national event.